Hello and welcome to our talk show. I'm Jesse Aruda and these are our panelists.
I'm Lily.
I'm Matt.
I'm Troy.
I'm Derek.
I'm Seamus.
And today we're talking about Lord of the Flies by William Golding. So basically it's a novel about a group of kids that get stuck on an island after a plane crash. And it's thought that the whole world is at war. And they try to make civilization, but that quickly deteriorates as human nature takes over. Does anyone have anything they want to say at first?
No.
Nothing?
I got nothing.
All right. So we'll just go right into the questions. So who do you think was a Christ-like figure and why?
I think Simon was a Christ-like figure because he could talk to the pig's head that was on the stick.
Mm-hmm.
Like he couldn't talk to it, but he, I guess you'd say, interacted with it. And he said that the pig's head told him that something bad was going to happen to him, that 3 other boys were going to do something to him. And he also found out the truth about the quote-unquote beast that was said to be up on the mountain. He found out it was just a guy in a parachute stuck in a tree. And when he came back to tell the truth about what he had found, he had gotten killed by the others.
Mm-hmm.
He seemed to be a Christ-like figure because the pig was known to be the devil, so kind of.
Also, after he died, there was the illuminating water around him with the microorganisms.
Yeah, kind of like a halo.
Yeah.
All right. So how do you guys think that Ralph's leadership changed over the course of the novel?
Well, they seemed to respect him more at the beginning, and then once Jack got higher up, then they started disrespecting him.
Yeah, they disrespected the conch.
I think that as Jack got more aggressive and authoritative with the group, that they started to see Ralph as weaker and didn't think that he would be a worthy leader of them.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning, they seemed more interested in escaping the island, and as it progressed, they seemed to be more interested in making the island suitable for long-term living, not necessarily escaping.
Yeah. But as Jack came into power, he was just caring about finding food while Ralph was trying to make shelter for them to keep them safe.
We saw Jack as stronger because he had, he killed a pig or whatever, so he had more food, more of a survivalist, but didn't think about shelter.
Yeah, but they should have been working together.
Yeah.
If they would have worked together, then it would have worked better as a civilization.
What did the mask that Jack and his hunters wore, what did that represent to you?
Hiding their inner, the inner demons, really, because deep down inside, human nature is kind of do whatever you have to do as long as you live, really. So they're pretty much covering that up with the mask.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
In the beginning, he wasn't able to kill the pig because he got close to it, but then he backed out. And then when he put the mask on, he was able to do whatever he wanted. They gave him a sense of power. Does anyone have any questions? No? Okay, what do you guys think that Golding is saying about humans and humanity?
I think that he's saying that once we're pulled away from the rest of society and social norms, that we change into basically savages like they turned into in order to survive.
Yeah, your true human nature just kind of comes out.
Yeah, we're almost unable to be a civilization and be normal unless we have some sort of government or
and rules.
something telling us what to do.
Yeah, and do you think that's seen in Roger?
Yeah, so
Yeah.
with him, it was really easy to see because he started off at the beginning where he would throw rocks at some of the younger boys, but he would intentionally miss. He knew that he wasn't supposed to hit them, or he wouldn't want rocks thrown at him. But right at the end of the movie, when he frees the larger rock, it comes down and crushes Piggy. kind of it shows that, at the beginning he knew it was wrong, and as it went on, he kind of slowly lost that sense of this is wrong, and then obviously that led up to the end where he killed Piggy with a large rock.
All right, so we're gonna go and take a break. We'll be back soon.
I was the perfect student. I had straight A's and enough extracurriculars to get into the college of my dreams. I was president of the National Honor Society, captain of the varsity volleyball team, and vice president of Tri-M, the Music Honor Society. Basically, I had my life set out before me on a golden platter, only to throw that all away to avoid one late essay.
Oh no, it's late. It's late. I haven't even started yet, and it's late.
Welcome back. That was a great PSA. I know I'm not cheating on my term paper. So, to keep the conversation going, what do you guys think the glasses represented, and how did they play such a large role in the book?
Well, with the glasses, it was pretty interesting because obviously at the beginning, when they first got to the island, the glasses were clear, they weren't dirty, you were able to see through them. But as it progressed, not only did one of the lenses end up cracking, but they got dirty. And what they enabled the person that had them to do was to create fire, which is almost a sense of power. And as the story progressed, they got more smeared and dirtier, and in a sense, it became harder to make the fire. But still, if you had the glasses, you were able to create the fire.
So the glasses really meant you have power.
Yeah. And then the fire, it represents power, but at the same time, it can represent destruction, because at the end, when they're flushing Ralph out of the woods.
He set the entire thing on fire.
Yeah.
Yep. They set the entire island on fire.
So the same thing that gave them power also destroyed what they were trying to create, almost.
But how did the Navy officer find them?
The fire.
From the fire.
Yeah,
from
but
the woods.
who knows if the Navy officer finding them was actually a good thing? Because you think about it, the rest of the world is at war.
Yeah, were they actually
So
saved?
They're going from a mini war amongst themselves just into a life of a bigger war, which is probably a lot worse.
And in the
So
end,
I have
were
to
they
think
saved?
that
And in the end, being
events that took place on the island were very traumatic for them, emotionally. So physically, Ralph might be saved and taken away from it, but
Is he
how
really saved?
How is he, if he is going to, how is he going to recover?
are they ever
Well-
going to be the same after being on this island?
He
The
may
fi-
have physically survived, but not emotionally or mentally.
No, they've all changed. Like Ralph changed with the rocks, and he literally killed someone.
The fire isn't only on the island, it's pretty much the world around them, like you said. They were at war, so that could
Yeah.
represent the destruction of humanity pretty much.
What do you think the dead pilot in the tree represents?
Ignorance and fear, because they heard it. They heard the parachute flapping in the wind at night, and they only quickly saw it. They didn't care to investigate or anything. And due to the fact that they didn't fully see what it was, they thought it was a beast. And from that point on, they would go nowhere near it in fear of being attacked by the beast, instead of investigating it and making sure it's nothing, or if it is a beast.
Yeah, after seeing the beast, they kind of descended into complete chaos. How is the beach a safe haven for them?
So with the beach having the monster up at pretty much at the top of the island in the middle, being as far away from it as possible could have given them a sense of security. It also could be it's easier to see from the sea. Obviously, if you're on a ship, you see somebody on the beach much easier.
Yeah, that's their only option for a fire and all that to get saved. You'll be
After
able to
they
see it on the
think
beach.
There's the beast.
Yeah.
Because
they
at first
refuse to go up on the mountain.
Yeah.
so
And you
it's
think
just
about it,
very-
it's wide open, so if this so-called beast comes out, you'll be able to see it.
And the scar that's left on the island. What do you think about that?
It might have something to do with like the emotional scar that's being left in them. Because the plane left that, so, and them being on the island.
Their experience is
Yeah.
leaving a
Yeah.
scar
So while
on
the
them.
plane left a scar, a physical scar on the island, it left an emotional scar on all of the kids that landed there.
Do any of you have anything to say about the ending?
It very much different from the beginning. You know, they get there and you think that, you know, they'll stick together and they'll be able to,
Things
you
will
know,
work
Yeah,
out.
survive
work
and
this out.
everything, and it goes completely sideways and everyone turns against Ralph, who was their original leader, and it just goes into complete anarchy.
They start off with good intentions. They want to, break into groups, divide the work, and make shelters. But it turns out that not a lot of people want to build shelters. And then, the group with Jack, all they want to do is hunt. They're not interested in doing anything else. And it kind of goes from a situation where they have everything under control and they're going to manage it to really they're just kind of running around doing whatever.
Complete
whatever they want.
chaos.
All right. This was a great conversation, but that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.